Welcome. So this is Oliver, the Wolf Guy, and people seem to really enjoy my last live stream when I was out on a hike. So today I thought we'd do a live stream with a more stable internet connection here from the habitat. So I'm out here. We've got Icknick on the bottom at the moment, with his two girlfriends giving him a little what for. So we've had some very interesting behavioral dynamics over the last couple of days as we've let them spend more time together. We're just coming out of breeding season now, and even though Mooney is still quite flirty, and we're not going to let them be unattended at this time, we're giving them some supervised non-conjugal visits, and the behaviors that we've been seeing are really dynamic and really interesting. So Mooney here, the dark animal, is super flirty with Icknick, and Sunny, who's my troublemaker. Sunny and Mooney are both 11 months old, and Sunny's a troublemaker. She likes to stir the pot, and so she starts butting Icknick, and he gets a little bit rough on her. And then Akutak here, who's my dominant female, and everybody sees a dog that's going down the road here, so they're all running after to check out the dog. But Akutak, who's a dominant female, then has to come in and take charge of the situation, because she doesn't let anybody be rough with the puppies. And so everybody's moving over here. So this is our habitat, by the way. Large natural habitat. It's got a frozen pond over here at the moment. We refill it here once it starts to warm up a bit. We thought we were getting into spring, but we had snow overnight, and there's supposed to be a bigger storm over the next couple days. But we are getting a lot of... See, here's Sunny being pesty with Icknick. Icknick's my big male. Icknick is extremely large, by the way. He's roughly 160 pounds at this point, which is about as big as these animals can get. In fact, it's larger than the biggest wolves ever weighed in Yellowstone since the reintroduction. And the girls are just picking on him a little bit. He's very sweet with everybody. See, he'll roll over. He's just being playful. Akutak here is supervising, and if she doesn't like what's going on, what's going to happen is she will run in and take charge of the situation, and she'll even kick Icknick's butt if she feels like it's necessary. So, some finer notes about what we do up here. So our home is fully within our habitat. It is cross-fenced, so we can keep people where we want. I refer to these guys as furry people. We use ornamental iron fencing because we get hundreds of inches of snow in a normal year, and that'll pull a chain link fence down. And then we use electrified along the top of it here, and we can take that up. Last winter we had 700 inches of snow, and so we actually had to bring that fencing up to 13 additional feet. So we got a bunch of dynamic action happening here as everybody starts chasing each other around. Let me see if I can get a little closer so we can see what's going on. So as I mentioned, Sunny, the light-colored pup, is a troublemaker. And she'll antagonize Icknick to the point where he gets upset, and then Akutak has to come in and kick his butt. Because even though she's half his size and an old lady, she's 13. Aren't you? You're my old lady. This one. But she's spicy. Oh, I get a kiss? Thank you. She loves me the most. But she's keeping an eye on the situation. We call her executive management. Because if she doesn't like something, she comes in and takes charge. But here, we've mostly got play behaviors happening now. Let's see here. I got gloves on, so bear with me. If you guys have questions or comments, we'd love to hear them. We're always happy to answer those questions. I'm going to see if I can pop my glove off here so I can see what's going on the display. It's cold today. Live chat. I guess there aren't any at the moment. But yeah, feel free to send a message. I'm just going to live stream here until my battery dies. I've only got a few minutes left on battery here. But really happy to have people tuning in and checking out what we're doing. And again, happy to answer questions about my project or the work we do. We're a nonprofit. We do environmental education focused on advocacy for predators, most particularly wolves. We understand that top-level predators help maintain healthy ecosystems. And so my life has been focused on understanding this species and working with them. I have 37 years of hands-on experience. And this is our current family group. And everybody's after Icknick now. And I got to be careful because if he runs into me, it'll just break me. It's like being hit with a bowling ball. So these guys can hit 40 miles an hour top speed, even in the snow. They're just phenomenally fast and super agile. I mean, there aren't very many creatures that weigh 160 pounds and can still turn on a dime in the snow. And they play rough. Like there are times when I find myself in the wrong spot and take a shot to the knees, and I wonder if I'm going to get back up. So Mooney, the dark animal here, is probably Icknick's future girlfriend, and so she's taking Team Icknick. You can see by her tail being up. And Akutak here is just monitoring the situation. She's the boss. She's really the boss. And so if she doesn't like something, a lot of high-speed action here. So if folks have questions, please feel free to message me privately if you like. You could also find me on Twitter at OWStar. And if you're a filmmaker, a documentarian, an artist, and you're looking for a chance to get close, to get really good photos or footage, documentarians who are looking to do B-roll, we work with people who aren't interested in commercialization and profit for free. And if you are trying to commercialize a work, we'll arrange to work with you as well. We also do school programs. Those are free. We prefer to do those over Zoom these days because it's better for the animals, and we found that that students are actually less intimidated to ask questions, and we get better interaction via Zoom. So we have Wi-Fi throughout our habitats, and you can find me again on Twitter at OWSTARR. And if you reach out to me that way, I'm happy to work through to arrange school programs. We are all age compatible. Oh, look, see, they steal stuff out the house. That was a rug. Who stole my rug? Was it you? Oh, it was you, wasn't it? She's so naughty. My naughty girl. I know you're naughty. I know she loves me the most, but she's so naughty. She's my mischievous one. Mooney's serious. Icknick is nice. Cooey's the boss. And this is the troublemaker. Oh, you're such a troublemaker. Aren't you? Yes. Yes, you are. I don't even know when that went missing. Crazy. So anyway, yeah, if you're interested in any of the things that I mentioned, let me know and we can arrange to work with you. I'm also happy to provide rights-free photos or video to nonprofits, fellow nonprofits. So if you happen to be among that number, Icknick is in pouncing mode. If you happen to be among that number, feel free to reach out to me. We're That's what we do. That's why we're here, is to help people that are spreading the word about healthy ecosystems and keystone species. And if you're a student in environmental studies, biology, or the sciences, and you want to learn more about this species, you feel free to reach out to me as well. It's always my pleasure to help foster the future generations of wildlife authorities, because we need more conservation-minded people who care about healthy ecosystems and particularly advocating for the misunderstood and badly represented animals on the landscape. And with the exception of coyotes, probably no species has been more unfairly persecuted and maligned than wolves. And so one of the things I like to showcase is just the incredible family dynamics that these animals have. They're incredibly sociable. They form super deep bonds. And people don't realize how matrilineal their society really is. I mean, obviously, Icknick here, my big boy, the guy running here, like, he's more than a match for the three of them put together. I mean, he's almost as big as the three of them put together. She's about 74 pounds. Sonny's, danger. Everybody's chasing Icknick, but he can just turn it on. He's so big and long. I'm getting dizzy going in circles. It's so great. But he's gentle, so even when everybody's kicking his butt, he never turns around and aggresses towards the girls. He's just the nicest animal you've ever seen. And as I mentioned, I've had these animals for 37 years now, and in all that time, I've never had a male that was as sweet or as big as this boy here. You're the nicest. I know you are. You're the nicest. So for people that don't know these animals, this here is Mooney. We call Mooney Badger the angry weasel. And then the light-colored one here is Sunny. They're both pups. They're 11-month-old females. Icknick is my large male. Icknick means meteor or fireball in Inuktitut. Actually, all of them have Inuit names. Sunny is really Siknik. Mooney is Takik. Akutak, who we call Princess Bitchy Pants here, because she's the bossy one. Akutak means ice cream, and Icknick means meteor or fireball. He's about to turn 5. She's about to turn 13. And the two pups are going to be a year old in April. So this is our family group for the moment. And we're up here in the High Sierra. And this has been a remarkably light winter. We've got last winter we had 700 inches of snow, so this entire fence line was feet underground. You can see these. It's kind of hard from this angle, but you can see that stanchion that's sticking up there. We had to take the electrified up to 13 feet. Oh, is everybody finally worn out? They've been running in circles for 40 minutes. Hi, you. Sunny just won't leave him alone. She's a troublemaker. And the noises. Mooney. One of the advantages that I have is, since I've hand-raised all these animals and been with them every second of their lives, I don't impact their behavior in any way. They don't care. Right? They're doing what they're doing. Oh, you're such a handsome devil. I'm probably biased, but he's one of the handsomest animals I've ever seen in my life. And remember I was saying that they steal stuff from the house and you don't know till it melts out of the snow? Now I know where my broom went. And let's see the condition. So they bit through the aluminum handle and folded it in half. That's not unusual. An animal the size of Icknick could actually take I've had this happen, not with him, but with other animals when I've been working, and I've had like a hammer with a hickory handle, and they steal the hammer and crush the handle. And somebody his size can do that for sure. And this is Sunny, my troublemaker. This is Mooney. Mooney's my intense little girl. We call her Mooney Badger, the angry weasel. And this is a Kutak. We call her Princess Bitchy Pants. She's spicy. Her emojis are ghost pepper ice cream. Her emojis are Sunny Wolf. Oh, Mooney should get a new flirty emoji. This is flirty. So these are flirty behaviors. Icknick is Fireball Wolf, and Mooney is the Black Moon Mooney with the yellow eyes. And we've been keeping them apart during breeding season, but it's finally tapering off now. And so we're giving them a little bit of supervised interaction here. I still won't leave them alone just because we're still seeing enough flirty behavior that Mooney might be receptive. And I don't want to take any chances. We're very proactive in our animal husbandry up here. But it sure is fun to watch them play, especially when they're zipping around and playing kind of rough. And if this is the first time checking me out, if you check out my channel, you'll see a lot of other content, including a recent video I put together with footage, first-person footage, as well as security camera footage that showed some of this interaction happening, and then a Kutak didn't like what was going on, and she came in and kicked Icknick's ass, which is interesting to see when you've got an 80-pound animal dominating a 160-pound animal who's letting her do it, because he's just nice. So it's looking like my phone's about to give it up here. It's flashing red. And so I think before this just cuts off randomly, I'll thank everybody for tuning in. If you like this kind of content and want to learn more about wolves, coyotes, bears, mountain lions, bobcats, foxes, weasels. I'm a predator guy, and always happy to answer questions, and looking forward to seeing you guys back on the channel. So thank you so much for tuning in. Hope you guys all have a great evening. And we're signing out here from the Tahoe Wolf Center in the High Sierra. If I can figure out how to end this. Good night, everybody.